Carolina. Robert, you are up next. Democrats line with Representative Scott Perry.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah, Mr. Perry.
Yes, sir.
Here's my first one. Okay, I see all this all the time. They're wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong. This is wrong. But what I don't see is this is what I would do. They ain't got the, you know what, to come out and say, this is what I would do. It's real easy to point fingers and this person's wrong, this person's wrong, but have enough macho to say, this is what I would do and this is how I would do, not just that. Here's my second point, and this is one that really bugs me about immigration, because nobody up there in Washington wants to admit that we give away 50,000 citizenships a year under a lottery.
Okay, so listen, again, I tend to agree with you. You can't just be against everything. You got to say what you're for. And I don't, if you just want to discuss immigration, Robert, that's a big topic. So I'm not sure exactly what question you have for me to answer on that. But for me, citizenship is very important. It should be valuable and it should be earned. And I'm concerned when we just hand it away. I'm also concerned when people work towards it. Like my grandmother and great-grandmother who came to this country with literally the shirts on their back and earned their citizenship and learned English from Spanish and became proud Americans. When we put people that just either come across the border and stay or come in legally and then overstay their visa and then just stay, meanwhile other people are going through the process, which I would say it takes too long, it's too expensive, it's too burdensome, but they're going through the process legally, and then we put these people that have come in illegally in front of them. That is just as simple as butting in line, and you know that that's incorrect from elementary school. You don't need to be a grown-up, and it doesn't need to be as complicated as immigration reform to understand that that's not right. And so those are things that I think most Americans, myself included, want to solve.
From Newport News, Virginia, Republican line, Judy up next. Hello.
Hey, Judy.
Hi. Hi, Mr. Perry. How are you?
I'm well, ma'am. How are you?
Good. My question is immigration.
Okay.
My question is about sequestration.
Okay.
And the gutting of our military.
Right.
And benefits that our active duty members currently receive, such as BAH.
Right.
Our TRICARE. I'm a military mom of 4. I am a military wife, and I'm really concerned about our retirement. That is my question.
Okay.
That's my concern.
All right. So it's an overarching question. First of all, ma'am, thank you for your service. When a member of your family serves, especially a husband or a wife, you serve right along with them, and a mother or a father. And I proudly serve my nation as well, so I understand. My concern is the same as yours, is that the only thing it seems that this administration is willing to say that there are excesses in and willing to cut is our military. And I would also say, as a longtime member of the military, started out as an enlisted member, became an officer, I've seen excesses as well. It's a big organization, and there are excesses, and they need, it's appropriate to be scrutinizing of those and make changes. But at the same time, you got to wonder what's too much too fast for such a large organization. It is the one thing in the Constitution where it says we are duty bound to defend the nation, and there should be other things that are looked at as well. I'm not saying that the military is not due its look, but should be other things that are looked at as well. Unfortunately, I think many of the commanders and many of the top leadership in the military has been put into a very difficult circumstance because they answer to the president, and he says, this is what you're going to get. And you have to make it work. They're in a position of trying to protect the nation and the nation's interest with diminishing assets or diminishing resources, and they have to decide where those things will be cut. And on many occasions, they have come to the Congress and said, we don't want to cut this operational stuff. We only have so much money, so it must come from here. And if that's the only thing the president will accept, the Congress is in a corner as well. We need to understand and recognize that this is our constitutional duty. It's a dangerous world. Our military protects us, and people make a commitment They make a commitment to serve and give up their lives if necessary, and there's another side of that deal, of that agreement, and that side of the agreement is that we will take care of them, we will pay for them, and once you make that agreement, you can't change it. You might be able to change it for ones in the future, but not for the ones that have made the agreement and you have signed on to your end of the bargain. So I appreciate your position, Judy.
Representative Scott Perry, Republican of Pennsylvania, a member of the Homeland Security Committee and the Foreign Affairs Committee, joining us to talk about today's vote. Representative Perry, thanks for your time.
Oh, thank you very much.